welcome back. Okay, so this is part 2. I don't even know what to call this. Follow me on my yellow brick road, the pink brick road, I guess. I don't know. But let's have some water. Hold on. Dang, okay. Okay. But so we're in the year, right? And I'm doing lashes. I'm doing fake. I'm doing facials. I'm doing lashes, facials, makeup. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, right? So in March, February was okay. February was that's what I was telling y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. The heat getting to me. My bad. The heat getting to me. Okay, but so I realized, I'm here a little bit more, so I need to start finding my own place. Like, I need to find somewhere to stay so I'm not doing the hotel and staying with other folks scenario. Cool. So I get I messaged my homeboy and I was like, look, I know you know a bunch of people with spots. Help me. So he like, nah, download this app. You're going to be straight. Boom. I download the app. We get a place to go see the same day. So we go see the place. I love the place. The man's telling me how much stuff he was going to do to the place. And he just needed all my information to do the application. Did my application. And he said, come back the next time so that we could, I don't know. I guess that was the initial tour. Come back the second time so we could do paperwork. Okay, cool. So we come back the second time. He gives me the paperwork. But he didn't tell me that I thought I owned. All right, so y'all, we're back. The AC is on. New temperature. The skin will start to look better momentarily because I will not be passing out. Okay? See? All right. So the part I was on was I didn't know that he wanted me to pay him the deposit and the first month's rent because I wouldn't be moving in until after Christmas. So when we got there, he let me know that he goes on vacation for like 3 weeks and it runs through the week of Christmas. And I told him, okay, so what can we do? And he was like, okay, well, you just give my brother a call and I'll leave him with the house key and then you just get the key and go from there, right? Boom. So I prayed about it. I worked. But like I said, once I started getting skinned down, I mean, it wasn't even like a skin down. It was 150 a week. But I had just moved to the area, so I just started getting clients, right? So it's not like I was just 10 clients a day or 10 clients a week, not even. So it was just like, mostly what I got paid working at the salon, I was paying her and eating. Like, that's all I could do was pay her and have one meal a day. Y'all, I could show you my Walmart order. I ate nothing but rotisserie chicken. All I ate was rotisserie chicken from the Walmart across the street. Rotisserie chicken and salad. Rotisserie chicken and salad. Then I started eating like the food next door and stuff like that, like the restaurants and stuff like that, like that next door. But for the most part, while I was still figuring stuff out, it was rotisserie chicken and salad. And then I would go on dates all the time, so I would eat there. But other than that, rotisserie chicken and salad. Jesus, you are so sweet to me. Y'all, I was out here complaining, and why is it about to start raining and God let the AC cut on? Now, I wanted him to let the AC cut on earlier, but he let it cut on right in time that I needed to put the windows up so I don't fall out in here. God, thank you. All right, so we're gonna go. So we get to let's just say we get to March 1st. I had some clients in Warner Robins. I do my clients, and then my best friend wanted her hair done. So when I left the salon, the last day I was at the salon in March with my red car, I had cleaned my car out. Something just told me just to clean my car, like just get everything organized, don't have stuff everywhere, just clean the car. So I cleaned the car, and I'm leaving, like the salon, the trash can is in the back. So I'm leaving, and a tow truck to hook up a car comes, and he's facing towards me, and he just stops and parks in front of me. And then he finally goes on. So I go on. I stay at my sister's house that night. The next morning, I get up and I go to Atlanta to do my best friend hair. I go do my best friend hair, and the next day, I had a client that night, that afternoon. So I come do my client. I leave from my client. I go to my sister's house because at this point, I was there more often, and I had got approved for the house. I had got the house, and the people never got back with me about getting the house. I had did a story time, and I guess I can go back into January and tell y'all. But God has sent me a blessing, a really, really, really big blessing. So the total that I needed for the house was like, we're just gonna say $2,400, $2,300, right? That was for the deposit first month and to get everything cut on. So I met a lady through the salon. She wanted to get her brow, and it's good that I'm going back. She wanted to get her brows laminated, but I don't do brow lamination. So the salon owner told her she don't do brow lamination, but just give her a call, you know, and she could do your regular brows, or y'all could figure something out, see if she could take a class. Boom. The lady called me. We hit it off. She immediately loved me. She was sweet. I promise y'all, the same day she got my number, she sent me her address to go to her house to interview to be a nanny for her child. The same exact day. Sent me her whole home address and was like, I don't know why, but I feel like I should trust you. Cool, this is a Saturday. I had just left the salon. She had just missed me. So the salon owner called me, and we talked. We was in my church. I was at my church parking lot waiting on a girls event. And it was a Saturday with the girls. And we talked the whole time waiting on the ladies to come. And she was like, you know, when you leave, just come by so you can meet my daughter. I've been looking for a nanny. I've been looking for somebody like you. I'd love to have you. I'd love to have your help. Cool. I go to this lady house. I meet her. It was great. So I told her, you know, I go to church. I'm gonna of course invite you to church. So I invited her to church, right? And when we were talking, she was just like, if you need anything, let me know. If there's any way I can help you, let me know. Boom, 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 boom. So something just told me to be bold. She asked me, could I keep her daughter overnight? And I was like, well, I would love to, but I don't live here. So she was like, is there any way I can help you with that? I said, well, I mean, technically, yes. And then I could just work it. Like, I could just work for you if you want to do an advance or something like that. And we could figure that out. Now, y'all listen to the time frame. Listen to the time frame. This is Saturday. Sunday, she comes to church with me. After we leave church Sunday, I go next door to do an event. They needed me to serve. She left. I did not see her after church. I seen her at church because she walked to the front with her baby to the pastor to get prayed for. That's the only time I seen her. And I said, oh my God, hey. I texted her and I was like, thank you for coming. I'm so glad you made it. Boom. When we got out of church, she was still back there. Everybody was in ooh-ah about her baby because she's a little light-skinned baby with blue eyes. So everybody was like, oh my God, ah. So I did not see them. She called me and she was like, thank you so much for inviting me to church. I really do like you, you know, stuff like that. And I just wanted to confirm, you know, that you would be able to watch her overnight or something like that, say if that situation occurred. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind. But the only problem is, you know, I don't live down here yet. And I was like, I don't even mind watching her at your house. And she's like, no, well, if there's any way I can help you to, you know, get that situated, just let me know and I'll do whatever I can do. So something told me to be bold, as I normally am. And I was like, well, if you really want to help me, you know, we could just do an advance for nannying and I can go ahead and get my crib, right? The lady did not hesitate. She said, how much you said you need? And I was like, well, the house is $19,000. And then they're going to charge me like $300 to get all the utilities. She sent me $2,400 on the phone right after church. She sent me $2,400. Okay? So I paid $1,200 to one. I paid $120 to one church, and I paid $120 to my other church. My church from home that I was born and raised in, and then my church that I go to as an adult. 2 different churches. Cool. I go to both now, but still, you know, all right, cool. That's my church from college. Got me? Cool. All right. So I sent my tithes. Peace. So when we got off the phone, as soon as we got off the phone, I contacted the house people and I was like, hey, I have all of the money, even some extra for being late. And the man was like, hey, we ended up raising the price on the house. We had some more people come by and they were willing to pay more money. So you could do another application, but the we're working with these other 2 candidates. They're pretty promising and they don't mind paying more. All right, cool. So we go looking for more houses. I go look for more houses. I found 2-3 more houses, and I have YouTube videos from everything. I mean, like, I recorded clips of everything. So we get to another house, and I'm saying we because my ex was helping me get everything situated. Like, he was very helpful through this entire process, and I'll never take that from him. He was nothing but a piece of joy on my journey. But I will explain everything in the video, okay? But that's why I keep saying we. The house was cute. It was a 6-bedroom house. It's huge. I was already planning out where I'm gonna put a salon in this room, the products in this room. I'm gonna do da 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 da. And we got there, and the house just started looking weird. So I said, just back up and look at the house with me. Like, look at the house. And we realized that the house was so old. The house was deteriorating. The bottom of the house was deteriorating, and they had a house on top of the bottom falling in with stairs. So that's how I could tell. The stairs was like this, and the floor was right here. So I started calling people like, I need you to come check this house out before I give them my money, because I was gonna be the homeowner. They wasn't letting me do no rent. I was gonna be the homeowner. Every other house that I had got approved for, I was gonna be the homeowner, not renting. So I don't need to walk into something that I can't afford, correct? So there's a man outside, because the people I'm calling, they want to charge me $150 just to come out and look at the house, and then they're not even gonna fix nothing. They just gonna come tell me what's wrong with the house, a diagnostic. All right, cool. It was a little man outside with a ladder on the back of his truck, and I said, hey, excuse me, can you come look at this for me? Because something just don't look right. Oh my God, Jesus, you are so sweet. Y'all, it's a red bird. I just asked Jesus, could I see Alex today? Alex, I love you. He gone. No. Hey, Alex, I miss you. Oh my God, Jesus, you are so good to me. Thank you so much, Jesus. God, you're so good to me. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Y'all, it's a red bird. Alex. Oh. Alex, come back. How you gonna run away as soon as I press record? Sorry, that was real childish of him to run away as soon as I press record. He gonna come back when I'm not turned. Anyway, sorry y'all. That's my best friend Alex. I just prayed that he come and see me. I just prayed today that Alex come and see me. So normally when I see a red bird, I know it's my pops. But I just prayed that Alex come see me. That's Alex. That is Alex. That's Alex. Okay. I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, but I asked the man to come look at the house, and he was like, oh girl, the floor is 4 inches. The floor was 4 inches from the baseboard. So you know that little line that your mama make you clean with your toothbrush? Boom. The floor was 4 inches off of the baseboard. And I said, oh, wow, we're walking into a sinking ship. Right, so I called the man that gave me, that gave me access to the house and told me, you're good. Go look at the house. Let me know what you like. You can move in tomorrow. I said, yeah, well, of course I can move in tomorrow, because all my stuff will be on the middle. It'll all be through the floor by Tuesday. Anyway, cool. Now, mind you, she wanted, the purpose we met was for brow lamination. She wanted to get her brows done. So in the conversation, I was telling her, I can't do brows, but I'll go take the class. If you pay for me to take the class, you got your brows done for free whole time, right? So when they did not approve me for the first house, I texted her and told her immediately. I texted her and I was like, hey, they did not approve me for the house. If you want me to send you your money back, I can send you everything minus $240, because I already put $120 in church a piece. Nothing else is spent. So you let me know. And she was like, no, you said that you could pay for your brow lamination course so you could start doing my brows. Pay for your course. I paid for my course, right? And she was like, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. Cool. So I paid for my course. I paid for my business license. I paid for, I paid off some bill I had. I had some bill. I paid, cancel. Don't do that. Sorry, y'all. I paid off some bill I had. Like, I paid bills on my stuff. I brought the brow lamination kit, and I sent her pictures of everything I did. I didn't just go out doing stuff like, oh, I'm rich. Yeah. Like I said in the video, Jesus, what do I do with all this money? Because the same day that she came to church, y'all, and this is, so you know I'm not lying. The sermon this day, and you can go back and look at my TikTok when I posted. The sermon this day was about the man with that when God gave the men through the different talents. 2 talent, one, I think it was 1 talent, 2 talents, and 4 talents, or something like that, to see what they do with it. And he came back in the one, oh, I went and hid my talent. So I was like, God, I ain't finna go hide this money like you won't never give it to me again. I'm finna spend it and do what I need to do. I didn't go out and go grocery shopping. I didn't go buy liquor. I don't drink. So that was not one of my issues. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm just blowing this money. I had stuff backed up that I haven't been able to pay for, because every time I get paid, I'm giving it away. Every time I get paid, I need more supplies. Every time I get paid, I need something for facials. Like, every time I got paid working at the salon, it was not there by Tuesday. So I took that money to help myself. Like, these people are not helping. Like, they're not approving me for the house. The other house that I got approved for, they wasn't looking for the same amount of money to be put down. I saved some of it, of course. So I had the money. If somebody else was ready, cool. But what I had left over, I'm gonna make sure I'm finna double this. Like, I'm not finna just let it sit. So I did. I doubled it. I went and bought everything I needed for brow lamination. Again, sent her proof. Went and got everything I needed for, she wanted me to do brow waxing and everything, because that is a part of brow lamination. So I got a wax machine. I got the wax strips. I got the Relicolor. I got everything. Everything for our brow lamination, I got it. And I started practicing, right? But before I could start practicing, you remember, the agreement was I would be her child's nanny. So she went to go get her hair done one day, and I actually have this on TikTok, but she went and got her hair done, brought the little girl to me, and we got into it because I had already been to your house, so you could see my car, you could see my everything. She said she wanted to take my car, and I said, where are you taking my car? Now, at this point, y'all, what do I own besides my car? I don't have my own house. I don't have, like, what do I own besides my car? So when somebody said they gonna take your car, it's just like, what you mean you gonna take my car? And she's like, no, I'm gonna just take it and bomb it and, you know, make sure everything is sanitized, everything's clean, take it to the car wash. But I was just like, I'm not a kid, so we're not gonna do that. Like, if you want me to do that, if that's a requirement to have your child in my car, then I can get that fixed and I'll give you the bill later. But you can't just tell an adult, I'm gonna take your car. So we talked about it. We got through it. Cool. Me and little girl had a great day. We went to Monkey Joe's. I think that's the name of the place. Cool. We go. Take her back home. Now, the next time I was supposed to get her, I was supposed to meet at her house with her. Cool. Cool. Now, y'all, I'm going to end this video after this story time, because we're going to go to the real story time that I've been waiting to tell y'all, okay? So, I go to her house. I'm on the way to her house. I get to her house, and I'm like, hey, I'm at the gate. Can you let me in? And she's like, we're already gone. And I was like, well, why? I told you what time I was going to get here. And she was like, yeah, well, I don't have time for you to get there at the exact time you said you're going to get there. I needed you to get there earlier. And I said, well, if I confirmed with you this morning what time I would be there, you know, why wouldn't you say this morning, hey, that time wouldn't work for me. I need you here earlier. So she continues the hollering and the screaming and the yelling. If you said you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, you need to be there. Me and my daughter don't have time for that. I've got physical therapy. Like, completely went off. And so I said, okay. And this wasn't her first time doing that, but this was her first time doing it to the point that it's just like, what's going on? Like, what happened? We were cool. She snapped when I said, why do you want my car? What do you mean, why do I want your car? You're putting my child in your car. And I was like, I understand that, but that doesn't sound right to just tell me, hey, I'm going to take your car. Period. Like, not, and I'm going to take your car. And I told her I just really didn't like that. So she was like, well, I have to realize that everything that I say is not acceptable to other people. But I was just like, oh, okay, cool. So while she's hollering, she started cussing. And so I said, well, you know, honestly, I'm going to just give you your car seat back, and we could just talk and then schedule a nanny in, because you're cussing at me, you hollering at me. I'm here at the gate to get into your house. Early. I was early. And so I told her, yeah, well, I do have her car seat, so I'm going to give you her car seat back, because that's what I was gonna be doing anyway. I was coming back. I was gonna give her car seat when I came back, because I think it was like either she had 2 car seats and I had went with her the last time and I had the car seat in my car, so I was gonna give her the car seat back when I came to the house anyway. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna leave the car seat, and then you just let me know whenever you want me to come back, but like, we don't have to do the hollering and the screaming. Just let me know when to come back. So She blew my phone up. She might have called me like 7 times. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave the car seat because she had an apartment. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be back on this side of town. I know I'm going back to Atlanta because I still had clients in Atlanta. And my best friend lives in Atlanta. So it wasn't foreign for me to come back to Atlanta. I just wasn't at my brother's house. So I would come back to Atlanta. And I was like, well, I know I'm going to be gone for a weekend. And I don't want you looking crazy about this car seat. So I'm going to leave the car seat in the office. They called the leasing office or the apartment office. They called her to confirm that it was okay to leave something for her. She went off on the lady. Don't let her leave that damn car seat. And the lady was like, ma'am, was she hollering at you like this? And I was like, yes, ma'am. That's why I'm just her child's nanny. I came to service her. She said I was late. She was frustrated. I just left. I'm leaving the car seat because I'm not booked with her anymore this week. And I don't want her to be looking crazy about the girl stole my car seat, stole my kid's car seat. Cool. So after I leave the car seat, she calls me. She's going off again. Why would you do that? This is not what this is supposed to get to. Cool. Like, I don't know what else we could do here. So then she had texted me a long paragraph, and she was just like, you knew what you were doing. You knew you were going to rob me. Rob you? I've been here servicing you in between. It's just you're not going to scream and holler at me, and you don't like that I give you your things. Like, I came to give you your stuff and watch your child. You decided that I wasn't watching your child when you decided to leave early. Like, you didn't call me and say, hey, meet me. Oh, she did. She did. After she left and hung up on me one time, you can just meet us at the office. And I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not going to do that, actually. Because I had already called you and told you I was on the way. You didn't have a problem with my on the way time. I had already told you what time I was coming that morning. You didn't have a problem with that time. I'm here early, and you're not here. So I think it's just best if we figure out if we figure out a better contract before we just keep going forward. Because you're not gonna book me for tomorrow and we're gonna act like this didn't happen, because I can't. How am I supposed to work with you if you have sporadic bursts of anger and cussing and hollering? Like, I can't do that. So she's just like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Just give me all my money back. So I told her, I said, well, I could send you the receipts. I said, but you pay for this brow lamination class. You pay for the materials for the brow lamination. And that's that. I said, now, if you would like to see how much is left after the receipts, because I'm telling y'all, it's not like I went on no shopping spree. But I told her, I'm not giving you your money back, because I was here to provide the service, right? And I've been here providing services this time. I don't even remember how long it was for. It was not for, it might not have even been 2 weeks. But I was here providing services. Anytime you called me, I came. Whenever you had your long rants about the man you cheated with to get this child, I listened. So as a child care provider, I did my part. You leaving what you scheduled for me to come to, and then think you can go off on me and holler at me. Now, mind y'all, I was not mad, but she did not like the fact that I would not answer the phone so that she could continue to holler at me. I was texting her, and I was telling her, like, no, ma'am, I don't think right now is the best time for us to talk, because as soon as you get on the phone, you start hollering and cussing. And that doesn't sit well in my spirit. I'm not a hollerer nor a cusser. So we're not going to do that, because I can become that. Believe, she's in there. But I'm not going to do that with you. Like, I'm not. So we're not. And so that was the end of that nanny job. I don't know if she sees it a different kind of way, but that's literally what it was. So once I got paid, once she gave me the money, I told her them people did not give me the house because they wanted to charge me more than what she had already given me. And I wasn't finna do that. They wanted me to pay another application fee and pay the new price that they decided the house is worth now. So, no. And I told her that. I told her I paid my tithes. And then when I paid my tithes, I told her I could send her money back. She said, no. Go ahead and take the brow lamination course. The brow lamination. I took the actual Thuya. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I took their actual brow lamination course. Like, I didn't take let me go call up my homegirl. No, I took their actual course that came with the full kit. So that was a $300-400 course by itself. Okay? So we already, and then combined with all the stuff I had to buy off Amazon, I bought a wax machine, the wax beads, excuse me, the wax strips. Then you know you have to get the pen for brow lamination. Easy $800. I know I spent $781 on Amazon for sure. So I sent her that, and so now you talking about you want your money back because you done got an attitude with the nanny and told me that I can't deal with you. This is some bullshit. Sorry for cussing, but okay. So I'm out. So y'all, this video was only supposed to be 20 minutes, but y'all got 25 out of me. But this was all this was all before March, okay? This all happened before March, right? This all happened before March. So when I didn't get fully approved for the other house and the second house was a mess, I just was like, I'm gonna just be at my sister's house and I'm gonna figure this out, right? I go to Atlanta, we get back to the store, we can go back to the regular store because I had to do an intermission for y'all, okay? Go to Atlanta, do my best friend hair, slay my best friend hair, take my godson to school, and the next day I have a client in Warner Robins. Go to Warner Robins, service my client, go to my sister's house, go to sleep. Y'all, I wake up to a text message. And at first I was like, no, I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna actually go outside. Like, I'm gonna leave first so that I can actually be doing something. So in case somebody want me to do something, I'm already doing something. Y'all, I go outside and my car is gone. They repossessed my car. My car note was about $600 a month, and if I'm only making about $600 a month, how do I pay that? So we're gonna go to the next part of this story. I'm really excited. I love talking to y'all, and y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you see parts of this on TikTok, it's because I love y'all too, and I need y'all to come and join the community. The goal is 100 subscribers a day. Is that crazy? Yes, but we can do it. Love y'all. Bye.